From ASIC miners to hosting services, they have it all. Coastal Crypto. Check them out using the link in my description below and use code BLUEMINING for 2% off. Okay, I just realized there's a shit ton of echo on that ad. Oh well, I'm live. Okay, good. I am live. That's good. Was not meaning for all that echo. So yeah, no viewers yet, but this ends up being a little odd in the end anyway. So yeah, that's the rules. If anyone's watching yet. Oh, there's two watching it, so I don't know who's watching and who's not. So sorry if you guys get confused. All right. Well, get into it, I suppose. I don't stream very much, so you guys can hear me all right, right? Don't not too loud or anything. They're open, not too loud. So let's see here. Um, um, see what we got here. All right, so I increased my electric rate. Wasn't lying about that, but I do I have XL energy. It's like the only one I can get right now. They do all this stupid charges and shit. June through September is 9 cents, but more like 10 cents after you get they charge you an extra cent, so it's 10 cents plus you get 6 cents for gas or whatever it is. Just the delivery fee, however the hell that goes. So, but I am solo mining uh Bitcoin Cash at the moment still. I'm on Lucky Monster, but for some reason when you look at Lucky Monster, I think it's got an API error, whatever the hell that is. It's down here. It's got an API error that it has for about 3 days. So I don't know if I should continue to solo mine to it or should I scooch on over somewhere else. But I'll figure that out. There are other solo pools for Bitcoin Cash, but the block reward is 6.25, which is around $1,700 about now. So that's not too bad. I was solo mining Dogecoin. I stopped doing that temporarily, but it's 10,000 Dogecoins, like 600 some odd dollars, which isn't bad, but I switched over to the X pool and I'm just mining, just dual mining Doge and Litecoin. So far, that's how much Litecoin I've gotten paid out. I've gotten way more in Dogecoin. Um, not quite sure how much. Probably about 200 something. So not bad. I've made some money. I'm losing it if we go to mine the ASIC. I am losing money on this X6. So let's see here. We're doing Litecoin and Doge. I'm on low power mode, so that's 1.33 gigahash at 1310 watts. Click calculate, and I am in the red $2.29 at the moment. And it sucks, but it's the yields stay the same. So no matter what I'm paying in electric, the yields will stay the same until the Litecoin halving, which is I think so. So it's 23 days. So in 23 days, the Litecoin halving. So that'll take it from 12 and a half to 6.25 Litecoin a block. That means this is going to get cut in half. So I'm losing money with my electric rate, and then I'm going to be losing more money when the Litecoin halving happens, unless Litecoin miraculous can't speak today, but unless Litecoin's price increases, which the likelihood of that happening in the current market is kind of low. So I don't have high hopes for it. I do want to keep my XXS running. I mean, currently $1,600, but if you guys use code Blue Moon Mining today, it's 4.2% off. So I would assume they already updated it. But if I go to, I have two of these already in my cart. I don't know why. But if I did that and enter the promo code Blue Moon Mining, $33 off. That's not bad. I mean, you still got to pay taxes and shipping, depending on where you live. It's not bad. You can get better deals if you say got like a E9. A lot of these ASIC miners are over $1,500, so you would get that 4.2% discount nonetheless, which pretty cool. Ooh, they got an L3 Plus for $200. Used and refurbished, but believe it or not, used ASIC miners aren't all that bad. Normally they're pretty good. PSUs included. You can do the 504 at 660 watts. I know they got a lot more power mode because it's on Bitmain. There's three power modes for this XXS. I'm doing the low power mode. So DOGE, XXS. I've done so many videos on this. I believe they still have about a dozen left, and they're trying to get rid of them. So, you guys want to get one that has three power modes. I'm using the 1330 mega hash at 1310 watts. And it can go all the way up to 1.7 gigahash at 2250 watts. It's no L7, but if you can't afford an L7, this is a good way to get into mining Litecoin and Dogecoin. I mean the L3 pluses as well, but this pretty much it does double the hash rate at about the same wattage you would do if you had a couple of Litecoin or a couple of L3 pluses. Because 660 plus 660 is around 1300 something. So isn't that 1320? And you would be 504. So it'd be at just over a gigahash and 10 watts over this. But of course, this is just the watt. It always is plus or minus, I think, 10%, 5 or 10%. So it can go up or down depending. It's been doing me good though. Now also I'm mining CKB. I have been mining CKB for a while. I've mined over 3,400. I got a little CK box. I had an LB box. I just sold that today. And I do also have a Cadena box. And this has been Well, anyway, I've mined over 120 today now. Never stream when Panda's streaming. I like watching Panda streaming, so I never have my chances. I know for sure that the KS3 is not going to be as profitable here in the future because Kaspa is the price has gone up a little bit, but the network hash rate has been ballooning the past few days. Not as significantly as one may think, but they're still shipping those out. I have a KS0 on the way, and if I were to, you know, how much is that making now with those CAS? So if I throw my 100 gigahash and then 65 watt at 16 cents, I'm still making about 30 bucks a day, which is not bad. So 30 bucks, still over 1,000 Kaspa. I'm only paying 25 cents. This would still be the most profitable thing I have because I'm solo mining Kaspa on my GPUs right now to my node. I'm not quite sure if you can I'm not sure if you can put any of the ice rivers to your node yet. I'm pretty sure you can only use specific pools now. What's up, beginners block? How you doing? Going pretty good. I'm ranting about my energy costs. They say it's 9 cents June through September, but they forget to mention that you also have to pay for they call it like a gas fee, like the delivery fee. So it's extra 6 cents. So it's 10 cents because this is always off by a cent. So it's 10 cents just for the energy charge. And then you have the actual fuel cost, which is another 6 cents. I'm paying 16 cents per kilowatt hour on top of another $8 fee, which is kind of ridiculous. And they had like my last bill was $635. So I have to pay $635 and I have like barely anything running. I use 3,800 kilowatt hours, or I think it was like 3,400 kilowatt hours. And they're charging me 635 bucks, and they had like several different fees on there. I'll pull up and I'll read what the fees are. And I think it's just ridiculous what they charge you for these days. So hold on, I gotta pull up my Excel Energy app here. I tried to go to a different energy company because there's one in my county, but XL Energy just slightly covers the area that I'm in, and they don't have a way to bring it over here unless they completely switched out my meter and stuff. And that's going to cost a lot more money than it should. It's so stupid. I hate how energy companies, they screw you in the end. Because my last bill running the same amount of things, I even ran slightly over the amount of kilowatt hours I ran this month, and I only paid like 240 some bucks. So it's over a $400 increase for like the same amount, even less. And it's just ridiculous. I don't know what it's like in other states. I know XL Energy is a pretty big company, but this is just Minnesota. And you can always go to their rate cards, and they even charge you extra for like service charging and stuff. So 635.81 is the bill. So basically, if I look at it, I have the energy charge summer rate 10 cents. That was $339. I have a fuel cost of 6 cents, and that's at $168. And this is using 3,291 kilowatt hours. Then they charged me an affordability charge, which was only 98 cents. But what does that even mean? What is an affordability charge? And then they had a resource adjustment, which was $40.78, and then an interim rate adjustment, which was $31.31. And the basic service charge, they say $8, but mine was $12. So I don't know what the hell is going on because it says $8 for a basic service charge, and I had to pay $12, and I don't have space heaters. I don't have any of that crap going on. So yeah, Ed scams. Well, XL Energy scams too. I've been through Illinois. I don't. Whenever I go to Michigan, I go through Illinois, but it just doesn't make any sense. They basically charged me. They basically charged me for like what was it? They changed the rate, so they charged me because they changed the rate, which I think is what the Ethereum rate change thing was. And it's like, why would you charge someone to change the rate? I never agreed to it. I never had no warning of it because I was under the impression that it's only going to go up to 9 cents. Yeah, I don't. Energy companies have just been on the puts lately, man. They're just screwing everyone they can. And you can also do, time of day service options. I'm not going to do that because it usually ends up being more during the day, and I run stuff, all the time, and I don't like going through the process of having to shut it off and then turning on at one certain times. But it's almost like they're charging me this, but I don't have a electric space heating, do I? No, I have forced forced air and stuff. So I think it's just stupid how they're always upping the rates, but they're not using any more electricity than we were before. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on. They're just screwing me over because that's the largest bill I've ever had, but I can pay it. It's just going to take me two payments. I can drop $300 and then another 300, but I got to figure it out. But once I get my KS0, it should help a little bit because it's $800 a month, and I can run all my stuff off of $800 a month and still take in a 200 some dollar profit. This KS0, I bought one. It's still on the way. Goes up over $100 a month. Yeah, they like to sneak those fees in there. They don't explain what the fees are either. That's the stupid thing. Like you can call them and be like, what is this fee for? And they'll be like, oh, I don't know. Because not even the people that work at the offices know what the hell the fee is for half the time. But I'm really hoping this KS0 shows up soon because with those KS3s, I think are coming out what in August or September. So if I go to Bitmain, I think they're probably knowing Bitmain. It's most likely gonna be. Oh, they're launching a new XP apparently. Oh, 151 terahash though. My God, what is that plug? Hold on, I got distracted. What is the plug they're using for this thing? Oh, well, they use the same stock photos for everything. What is that plug though? That thing looks pretty crazy. I ain't never seen something look like that before. Oh no, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I'm looking for Kaspa. I don't think sometime in, I don't think they say it here, do they? Oh, so shipping date is August or September 2023. They're always late, so I'm gonna assume September. So that leaves me a month and a half by the time I get this KS0. And within a month and a half, I should ROI on it. And still, even if they ship it out, it still takes time to ship it, especially if there's large farms that bought like thousands of these things. So I still have time before a lot of large operations actually get these things running. because I know a lot of large operations they like to do inventory, see if they got them, make sure they work before they actually fully get them online. So in all actuality, before the KS3s actually all go on, I'm giving myself at least 3.5 months total before we see the Kaspa hash rate go through the roof. And it's always adjusting. I keep an eye on it every day and it goes up and down. So I'm wondering if they're in the testing phase right now, because I know Bitmain, they have a large testing facility, so they'll throw on like, maybe a hundred or so at a time to test them and then take them off, because the hash rate's been going up, down, up, down, up, down for the past week, And you can see it in the graphs, like it just shoots up, shoots down, shoots up, shoots down. So I'm just assuming that Bitmain may be in their testing phase. They already got these things all built and ready to ship out. Now they're just testing them. But they are still making over $2,000 a day, which in my opinion is outrageous, because that's a couple $1,000,000 a year. That's, well, it's almost $1 million a year. You can live comfortably off that. If the income per day stayed the same and you just bought one of these, you just took a risk and everything just stays the same, or at least you're still making it, or it just drops $1,000 in profit, you're still living quite comfortably. You can retire on one of these things, which is absolutely crazy to think about, because these things make more in a month than I make in a year. I make where I work, I make around 50,000 a year before taxes, and you already know I'm taking home like maybe $42,000 tops after taxes, maybe even less, because 35% taxes these days, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, but these things, I've seen them going up and down in price. I know they have this for 54,000. I think some people have. You may be able to use my discount code for 4.2% off if anyone's crazy enough to make that risk. But I like my if I had my electric rate that I had a month ago, this X6S was doing me good. I was living comfortably with this X6S. I am interested in getting an E9 Pro. So I'm kind of curious how much that would be with my discount code, because I can use my discount code when I purchase these. I don't live stream much, so I'm sorry if I'm kind of awkward about it, but $50 off to Minnesota. Not bad. $50. I mean, $50 is $50. You can't complain. It's like it's the same like when you're filling up your gas tank. A few cents makes a difference. So if you got like one of those like membership cards, you can always get a few cents off. And my God, it makes a huge difference. But yeah, I got a 4.2% off. The guys at Coastal Crypto sent me a message for the live stream saying that that's what they'll do. Tried having an ad in the beginning of the video and it was echoey because I forgot to mute my computer. So yeah. Um, where is it? There it is. Yeah, mining Bitcoin Cash at 8.5 terahash. I got Kaspa. This card down here, this 5500 was working immaculately. Like there's no issues with it, and the second I put it on Kaspa, it just shit the bed. But it works when I start up on another coin. It does work. So I'm wondering if these just straight up just don't work on Kaspa. This 4700 though, this 47 there's 470. Why am I saying 100? It's 50. It's 550 or the 470. This 470, 135 mega hash at only 79 watts, and this is without overclocks other than the 250 core. It's not bad. So yeah, And I got these running 412 mega hash at 63 watts. This one's always doing so much better watt wise, but I may look at when I get to 1,000 subscribers. I actually might give this 470 away. I think it has a I think this 470 has a BIOS mod on it, and that's why it's more efficient. I don't know. I traded some stuff to get it. Well, actually, no, I didn't trade stuff. It was kind of like a care package when I got it. I got it for free. But this S9, I got this S9, and it doesn't. The third hash board does not seem to work. So I have it set to, I think, 12.5 terahash, and it's only able to get 8.5 because one of the hash boards don't work. And I've tried everything to get it to work, and it just doesn't. But it's working. It's doing good enough. I haven't had many issues with it. It does randomly reset every now and then. I don't know why. Like, I think it might get too hot because it's really hot in my office. So, I don't know. But I am. You guys hear what happened on Binance? So, at like Bitcoin's price is $30,000. If you go to Binance, um, Binance US, most security, all like it crashed hard. So you go to check prices, and it's $27,000 for Bitcoin, 1,700 for Ethereum, and Tether is at 91 cents. The dollar thing that's usually on it just jumped right off. Because if you go to, that's why I don't keep my crypto in exchanges. I keep them in my wallets until I want to sell them. Because everywhere else, Bitcoin's at 30,000, Ethereum's at almost 1,900, and Tether's at $1 as it should be. I think I never really trusted. I don't trust any exchange, even Coinbase. I have trust in. I don't keep any crypto in it. I just slap it in a wallet, and sometimes I'll forget about it until things start increasing. Like I was solo mining this Novo coin for a little while, and the price has been going up and up and up. And I have a pretty decent stash of it. The block reward is 1 million, so I solo mined it for about a month and a half. I think I got like 6 blocks, 8 blocks, something like that. So, you know, if this were to 100x itself in the bull run, I could be making a pretty penny. So stay tuned. I'm keeping my eye out on this Nova. I've been watching it. Believe it or not, see if I can find it here. I was mining Aeon. Aeon was actually super profitable for a minute because Aeon had like this huge price increase, and I was getting about half a kilosol, and it was a couple days ago. I was making $3 per kilosol, and I had half a kilosol, so I was making like over $1 profit every day. And I know that Zero also had a pretty decent price increase, so 1 kilosol is making like $5 a day. No, I'm starting to look into those Equihash coins because they seem to be profitable if you're mining the right ones, especially with the recent flux overclocks. I was using the flux overclocks that got really efficient when you're mining flux, and it was actually really good because I was making a decent amount actually. But then the prices started going down, and I think more people started to notice. So they started hopping on the bandwagon and mining it. So then the profitability went down. But for anyone that wants like a quick grab, these Equihash coins, it's not financial advice whatsoever, but these Equihash coins are surprisingly like profitable for no reason. Like I don't really use many of the exchanges. I do use the X egg or whatever it's called sometimes for like the smaller coins. But it looks like Y Cash, 1 kilosol is 110 a day, so $6.69 a day. That's kind of crazy because if I were to slap these two 3060 Ti's on it, they both do by themselves about half a kilosol with those flux whatever they're called, flux overclocks. They do about half a kilosol on some of these Equihash algo, like the 192. It does about half a kilosol, and put half of that. That's $3 a day. But I don't have a Ycash wallet, so I didn't mine it yet. I have Aeon, and I think I mined a couple hundred Aeon, so it was around $1. It's around $1 now, but the other day it was like $3. So if you guys see me switching algos a lot, it's because I'm paying attention to Equihash. And I feel like more people should pay attention to Equihash because these coins, they fluctuate in price a lot and they're surprisingly actually profitable. I might make a video on Ycash now because even when you go say like go to hashrate.no, tap a 3060 Ti in there and it's gonna say I have to keep it at 10 cents a kilowatt hour. I don't know if they have Ycash on here. They got Bitcoin Gold, but I can get more souls than that if I use the proper overclocks. So, do they have Ycash on here? I'm kind of curious. I have never seen Ycash on any of these. Oh Lord Jesus. Well, let's see here. Let's mine Ycash. Um, so let's get a wallet. Get a wallet, Ycash wallet now. What one should I do, guys? What one should I do? Well, let's do this. Let's do just the Yek light. You guys probably aren't going to see what I'm doing in the background because it's just focused on my browser right now. But I'm going to download the wallet quick. So let me just find the right folder. I'll make Ycash. I'm going to drag that in here. Here. Back here, yada yada yada. It's going to take a while. I'm going to open it. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to get the wallet address. To set up Ycash. What pool should I use? What pool do you guys think I should use? Solo pool, Zerg pool. I know Zerg pool you can. I'll see what does Flight Street Ycash have it? Yeah. Come on. It's taking too freaking long. Let me just do something. Just so I can see what pools they offer. So they got DA pool. I'll just do the Canadian pool. I'll support the Canadians. So let me just delete that Ycash wallet. We're doing this live. Like, fuck it. We're doing it live. Don't ask me why. It's taking so long. I'm sorry. We'll talk about other things while I wait for that to download. But Ycash, we'll have a whole lot going on with it. It's at 6 cents. Shut up, Windows. Leave me alone. So curious on how this is going to go. I'm losing people. It's getting boring. Need my flux overclocks. Flux overclocks. How long have I been streaming? Only for approximately 36 minutes. I don't got a whole lot of viewers. I'm not a popular YouTuber. My cash. Where's my flux overclocks? Over here, find flux. I'm mining flux with mini Z. And my mini Z overclocks are right here. That 5001 it's low before. Convenient. My changes. Upload. It's taking slow, flipping on. I'm gonna have to make a video about Ycash and see how profitable it is. Now this seems $6 a day seems a bit too good to be true. Listen, losing people, man. What the heck? Or is YouTube glitching? Is anyone watching other than me? Probably not. Oh, I don't stream enough and I don't have a lot of active viewers, it seems like. Oh, now there's 3 people apparently watching. What the hell are YouTube? Make up your mind. What's going on? Some freaking app. Trying to figure out if Ycash is actually as profitable as it says it is. Bear with me. That DA pool, what does this look like? Mhm. The stupid wallet is taking forever to load. Wonder what the hell's wrong with it. Once I get this wallet working, I can put something in and just call it a day, right? And see how much hash rate I get on Ycash. But I gotta wait until this stupid thing downloads its sapling output, whatever it is. What in the world is going on with this thing? Hey, how's it going? Man, okay, what am I looking for? I'm trying to figure something out right now. So I go to Ycash and I've been looking at Equihash coins, and it says 1 kilosoul is about $6 a day, and I believe a lot of Equihash coins, like say Flux, you can use the same overclocks on. And if I were to use the same overclocks on 192 as I do on Flux, I get about half a kilosoul. So that's two 3060 Ti's get half a kilosoul, which is 0.5, which would be about $3 a day, which is extremely profitable because it would only be about 80 some watts that both cards use combined, meaning that it would profit approximately $2.90, 91, 92 cents, meaning that this could be extremely profitable, but I'm trying to get the wallet downloaded to get the address here, and it's taking a while. And I wanted to do it live, but I doubt I'll be able to do it live to show if it's profitable or not, because it's kind of hard to do that. But what I was trying to say earlier, since I looks like may have a new viewer or some new viewers and stuff, was that I've been paying close attention to these Equihash coins, on mining pool stats, because even if the price is low, Y Cash and all those other coins, they seem to have a decent price. And a kilosol is what they base it off of, and they're usually very profitable if you're looking at the right coins and you use the right overclocks. Like Bitcoin Gold per se, I'm pretty sure it's $4 a day per kilosol. Kilosol is $3.73 a day, and you using the because you can get what 80 some souls, because Equihash 1254 for Flux uses more power. It's more power hungry Equihash algo. So it's the more power hungry ones, meaning that you're most likely not going to really get a kilosol using everyday stuff. But if you're to switch to say 144 or like Aeon, I was mining Aeon, it's the 210. I was getting half a kilosol with the same overclocks I used on Flux. So, and I have done 192 a couple times. It's the same for Zero Coin, so Zero and Ycash run on the same algo, and I may be able to get half a kilosol mining with the overclocks I use for Flux, meaning that I would make approximately $3 or two some dollars a day, meaning that I would be above and beyond any other coin you can mine with your 3060 Ti's. Because what if you had two 3060 Ti's, slap that on hashrate.no? The most profitable coin right now is Dynex, which is only making 31 cents a day. So say you want to make a couple dollars a day. We haven't seen mining like we haven't seen $2 or something like that a day in a while in the crypto mining space. Ever since Ethereum got into proof of stake, we've been kind of screwed in the GPU mining market. And me paying attention, looking out for certain coins and algos, I've noticed that Equihash has way more promising, what is it, profitability if you know how to use it right. That is the thing, is that if you know how to use a certain algorithm, you can manipulate it and make it profitable for yourself. Because that's what I did with Aeon. Aeon the other day was a little bit more pricey, and I was getting half a kilosol, making about $3 a day, and then the price kind of fluctuated and more people started mining it. So I've been manipulating some of these and getting higher profits in yen than I would on any other coin. And I have been switching back and forth between a few things. So I'm just right now hopping between all these Equihash coins and testing them. So my next one to test is Bitcoin Gold. I'll get a wallet for that. And I want to see, because if I were to get 0.5 kilosols, that'd be $1.87 a day on Bitcoin Gold, which is more profitable than any of these coins that you see on here. So I don't know what to mine. I haven't gotten there in a while. I don't know if they have any of these coins listed on the website, to say the least. I could throw two 3060 Ti's wherever the hell they are. Two. We're gonna throw two. We'll click calculate, and they say completely different things. Everything's like in the red almost. But they show Bitcoin Z. Bitcoin Z is right here. So 1 kilosol is $3 a day, or if I put 0.5, it's 196. So are you actually losing 14 cents a day when you mine it using Equihash, or do you have or maybe you have to change some things? So they got Gem Link, so that's also on Equihash or Zcash, whatever you want to call it. Gem Link, if you got a kilosol, you're making $4.57 a day, half a kilosol, which I was able to get mining Aeon using my 3060 Ti's with Flux overclocks, would be making around 2.28. You have to be able to know how to overclock and manipulate these algorithms into working for you and making more money for you in the long run. And that is what my goal is to try and show people how to do that. And I know it would make some pretty exuberant videos on that. I know I'm trying to do it on a live stream right now, but trying to do it on a live stream takes a while because I don't have as much computing power as I need to start running most of these wallets and stuff and getting stuff downloaded. So I may have to make videos on it after I've done the research. And I am definitely going to make a video once everything's gathered up and I got some more information. And I will make that video and show it off. Right now I'm just live streaming. And I can't do it. This wallet for Ycash is taking way too long to download, so I'm gonna have to do it in the background when I'm done streaming. But I am gonna make this video and I'm gonna show that Equihash is a sleeping giant as long as you know how to manipulate and use the algorithms correctly. Because Equihash is weird. They have different variants of the same mining algorithm, so, this is 144-5 or comma 5, and this is a 210.9, and Flux is running on 1254, which is a more power hungry version of Equihash. Now, if you know how to look into Equihash, there are certain variants of it that use less power and are more efficient than Flux. And I think that's where people get confused is that there's more than just the Flux algorithm of Equihash. There's multiple different versions of Equihash. So I'm definitely gonna have to do a video and try and see if I can get people on the same page as me. You know, I kind of sound like a maniac. I kind of sound crazy when I'm talking about it, but if you really look into it for yourself, you will see that there's a lot of potential with these coins as long as you know how to use the algorithm correctly and manipulate it to where it's profitable for you. That is my goal right now. But I can't get this wallet to work. I'm going to have to try a different one, something, because it just won't work. Some god awful reason. I may sound crazy, but bear with me. If I get this to work, I may be able to prove that it is it's potentially the most profitable coin you can mine at this moment for GPUs. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that during the live stream. So, there was another wallet I could have downloaded. Let's see how that one works. This one is not working as it should. I want to at least try and get one of these examples set up during this live stream, but if I can't, that's completely fine because I have enough time in my life to, this is the one I just downloaded. I have enough time in my life to show it off. Okay. This is a completely different wallet. So let's see how this works. It's a paper wallet. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm curious. So it's provide additional entropy for generating random numbers. Type in a random character, press enter. They're random characters. Oh, here we go. This is GUI. There we go. There we go. I got an address. So, my address. I can get it. My cash wallet. Wallets are saved. So now, if I find it, I shall be able to hopefully get that address, copy it. If I go to here, put wallet, add a new wallet. I'm going to do Gek for Ycash. Insert the wallet address. This is the test because I'm not quite sure if I want to use that wallet. But now we're going to do Gek. We're going to go down here to find flux. I'm mining to mini Z with it. I'm going to copy these right here. I'm going to copy those. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to add my wallet, right? So I'm going to do the test. I'm going to go to DA pool with the US. I'm going to select mini Z and put the exact same overclocks that I did for my flux. Now, if I create this flight sheet and I throw it onto this worker, I may be able to get what I'm looking for. So let's throw this flight sheet on and we'll give it a minute just so it can load up and think about it. But what I'm getting at is I was getting on Aeon half a kilosol, which is what at the time was like $2. And if I was to get the same exact on this, it would be $3. So I want to see because these are all different. This is 192. Aeon was running on 210. So this is going. So this is only getting 42 souls at the moment. So this is not going to be as profitable. So at 84 souls, which is the same as hashes. So they got 84. So that'd be this and kilohash. Kilosouls. So it's going to be different on here. So I found out 192 is only 52 cents a day. So I wasn't able to manipulate it enough on this. But there are other ones such as 144. Now there's another one on 210, I believe, and that is, find it here. 210. I'll show you what I was getting on Aeon. I think I was using LOL miner or mini Z. Oh, it didn't have the overclocks on it. Hold on. I didn't have the overclocks on there for a minute. Which I noticed it does do that sometimes. But as I wait for that, now I'll go back. It wasn't using any kind of overclocks. I forgot to look at that. Sometimes when you have the overclocks in the actual config file, it doesn't kick in for some reason, which is really weird. Okay, so it looks like Aeon's the only one that does 210. But yeah, as we wait for Ycash, it's gonna figure itself out. So it's at that right now. So if I were to go to run a command line, I'm gonna set my NV tool. I hope this doesn't blow anything up. Because I know sometimes doesn't work very well. But I'm gonna set these and see what happens. So I put my NV tool, meaning that the overclock should kick in by now. I don't know if it's gonna be better or worse on here. It doesn't look to be any better than it was. It's disappointing to say the least. Yeah, so Ycash is not going to work as I wanted. It is increasing. It's kind of fluctuating a lot more than you'd want in your mining. You tend to not want it to fluctuate a whole lot. You kind of want to keep it the same. But what I was getting at is that when I was mining Aeon, it was getting half a kilosol, which at the time was making a bit more. Now it's only going to be making 60 some cents now, but at the time it was making almost $2. The price has fluctuated. It was like a plus 400%, which is kind of weird to see during these times, but there are a lot of coins that go up and down. But as you can see, I don't think any of the overclocks are actually on right now. As I wait for it to kick up, takes a while to get it running. but it's very unstable. That was on LOL mining, right? Yeah, I'm using LOL mining. I think Mini Z is more stable with the overclocks. On Mini Z, it's got the GPU clock at 1410 and the MEM clock at 5000, which I think is more stable on Aeon because there's a lot of load. The load average is way too high when I was using LOL miners. So I'm going to hit it on Mini Z, which might be a little bit more efficient because I know some of the overclocks are really different. But yeah, see, now I'm getting 575 gold, and that's without overclocks right now, I think. No, it's starting to even out. But that's 562, which will be 0.562, like 71 cents right now. But I've been looking in these Echo Ash coins, and I'm going to figure out what's the most profitable. And I'm going to look into all these. See, this is 144, and Ycash uses 192. So I want to get Bitcoin Gold. So I'm going to be testing a lot of these Echo Ash coins with these overclocks that I use for Flux. And I'm going to see what I can get. So to anyone watching, stay tuned for that video. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a live stream because it's been almost an hour. I'm getting kind of tired, kind of worn out. Gotta go to work tomorrow. So thanks everyone for watching. And I'm going to see you guys in the next one.